Yeah, and it's very pertinent because obviously energy is the main topic of everybody on everybody's mind. Where you get it from, how you save it, and I've come to know your products and definitely when you say non-invasive, I think that's one of the biggest pluses of this first product we're going to talk about, which I think right away will get you some savings, but you don't have to change any major component of your systems in order to get those savings. And I think that was smart for you to seek out that type of solution because it makes the adoption of it a lot easier for the customer. So maybe tell us a little bit about what that first product is. What is it that it does, and why is it so not invasive?
Well, sure, Dan. I think the first solution and the first product we've got, we call the Maximizer Eco Clamp. And so that's using the power of magnets to deliver bottom line savings to companies and lower emissions. And so we know that this is, the grand topic of our time, which is how can we leave our children and our children's children a better world? And so a big part of that is what can we do within our own businesses to lower emissions? But also, just speaking broadly, it's how do we lower costs? Everything is more expensive. How do you lower maintenance costs? How do you extend the life of your equipment? And how do you lower your gas or your fossil fuel costs? So we know across North America, there is obviously a massive amount of natural gas use, but also in specific areas, there's propane use for power, there's diesel, there is, bunker oil, you name it, being used to power all sorts of things. And so what we offer is a solution that goes across industry and across fuel type to deliver that savings. And what that is, and I mean, it looks very simple as we're here looking. This is for a small 1-inch pipe, but this is polarized magnet technology. And if you see me, I'm pushing here together. I'm trying to get them together. But what these do is these wrap around a fuel pipe right before combustion. And what it's basically meant to do is align the oxygen molecules that are all within gas, moving to create flame, to create heat. And so if you can better align the oxygen molecule into combustion, you get a cleaner burn of fuel, so you get less particulate up the flue and out into the atmosphere. So you've got a cleaner burn of fuel, a higher rate of heat for the same amount of energy used. And so I like, everyone always likes to flop, how do you think about energy? And so I either like to think for the same amount of energy, you get a higher heat, or for less energy needed, you can get the same amount of heat. And so this works for just about any industry that's using a significant amount of heat. So boilers, furnaces, air handlers, large dryers or heaters. So anything from brick making, where you're running a kiln, or asphalt, or you're running a multi-unit residential building, a high-rise. Even think about a university residence where everybody is using hot water for heat, showers. They're using hot water for heating the home or heating the unit. Something to, fire something up to a boil. All of those applications use a ton of energy across we'll just use North America as the example, as I know that's your business model too. And so when you think about how much, even 5 to 15% savings on the heat side is across all the buildings that are being used, this is a significant, easy clamp-on savings. So you talked about non-invasive, Dan. Best part about this, you don't turn anything off while we install. So you can actually install a series of collars on a pipe and watch the heat change, watch the flame even change in some cases, while your system is running. So number one, that it's safe. Number two, you haven't had to plug it in, so you're not using other power to save power. And because there are no moving parts, you're not having to maintain this product. So we actually, could really guarantee this. We say 25 years, but the truth of it is this will last the entire life of your building, as long as you've got those gas pipes on your building. And if you change the size of pipe, well, we can help you with changing the size. But in reality, that's the basis of this, is aligning oxygen molecules for a better combustion.